Summer is the one season that exposes every gap in a man's wardrobe. Not because you don't have clothes, you probably have plenty. But somehow, every summer morning, you end up staring at the same options and nothing feels quite right. Too casual, too plain, too heavy, or just not you anymore. Here's something worth thinking about. Italian men consistently look sharp in summer, not because they have bigger wardrobes or spend more money. They actually own less. But what they own works. Every piece pulls its weight. Every combination makes sense. And the result is that quiet, effortless look that always reads as confident and put together, without trying too hard. That's the approach this video is built around. 7 pieces, chosen carefully, built to work together. And stay with me for number 7. It's the simplest thing on this list, but when you get it right, it adds just enough lightness to your look without giving up any of the refinement you've earned. Let's get into it. Item number 1, linen shirt. If there's one piece that defines summer dressing for men over 45, it's a well-chosen linen shirt. Not a dress shirt, not your usual button-down. Linen specifically, and the difference is more significant than most men expect. Linen breathes better than cotton in real heat. It has a natural texture that looks relaxed and considered at the same time. And it carries this quality that's hard to put into words. It looks like you didn't overthink it, which is exactly the impression worth making at this stage. The versatility is hard to match. Open over a white tee for a low-key afternoon. Buttoned up, sleeves rolled for dinner. Paired with light trousers and loafers for a complete look that works in almost any setting. One shirt, a lot of range. For color, the reliable choices are white, off-white, light blue, beige, and soft olive. These work naturally in summer light and pair easily with everything else we'll talk about. For fit, regular or slightly relaxed, not boxy, not fitted like a dress shirt, and a linen blend if you want slightly less wrinkling through the day. A quick note on wrinkles. Linen wrinkles. That's not something to fight. It's part of the character of the fabric. The distinction is between a natural, lived-in texture and looking like the shirt came off your bedroom floor. Keep the fit right, keep it clean, and the wrinkles actually read well. If you're only going to add one thing to your summer wardrobe this year, start here. Item number 2, high-quality polo. The polo might be the most underestimated piece in a man's summer wardrobe, and also the most bought wrong. Most men either avoid it or grab whatever's available. Thin fabric, loose fit, big logo on the chest, and it ends up looking like an afterthought. A well-made polo is a completely different experience. It sits right in the middle between a t-shirt and a button-down, comfortable enough for real, everyday wear, structured enough that you always look intentional. That balance is what makes it so useful in summer, especially when the heat makes layering less practical. For fabric, look for cotton piqué with some real weight to it, or a soft cotton knit with good drape. Both hold their shape through a full day and look noticeably better than thin alternatives. Colors that work well here: navy, off-white, charcoal, olive, dusty blue. Clean, versatile, easy to combine. Fit matters more with a polo than most men realize. Sleeves should end around the middle of your bicep. Shoulders should sit right at the edge, not hanging off, not pulling. The body should follow your frame without clinging or creating bulk at the sides. What to leave on the shelf? Thin fabric, oversized logos, very bright colors, anything too loose or too tight. A well-made polo won't make you look younger. It'll make you look sharper. At this point in life, that's the better trade. Item number 3, unstructured blazer. A lot of men over 45 write off blazers in summer because they think formal. And if we're talking about a stiff, padded, fully lined suit jacket, that instinct is right. That's not the move. But an unstructured blazer is a different piece entirely. Soft shoulders, minimal lining, a relaxed construction that drapes naturally rather than holding a rigid shape. In linen, cotton, or hopsack, it's genuinely comfortable in warm weather. It feels closer to a shirt jacket than anything from a suit. And in terms of what it does for an outfit, there's almost nothing more efficient. A polo and chinos look solid. Add an unstructured blazer, and the whole thing reads as considered and put together, without looking like you tried too hard. That's a result that's hard to get any other way. Colors worth starting with. Navy is the most flexible and the one to own first. After that, beige, stone, light brown, and soft gray all work well in summer. Fit should sit cleanly at the shoulder with enough room across the chest to move comfortably. Where it earns its place. Dinner out, casual meetings, travel, daytime events, smart casual occasions. It's one of the most useful pieces you can add to a summer wardrobe at any budget. Some pieces signal effort. A well-chosen, unstructured blazer signals taste, and those aren't the same thing. If this kind of content is useful to you, subscribing to the channel is the best way to stay connected. New videos go up regularly. Item number 4, Chinos. If there's a backbone to a well-built summer wardrobe for men over 45, it's a well-fitting pair of chinos. They sit in the most useful middle ground in men's trousers. Not as formal or heavy as dress pants, not as casual or thick as denim. Chinos land right in between, and in summer, that's exactly the right place to be. What makes them so reliable is how easily they combine. Linen shirt and loafers, done. Polo and white sneakers, done. Add the unstructured blazer and you're dressed for almost any occasion without changing anything else. They move through combinations without friction. That kind of versatility is worth more than most men give it credit for. For fit, straight or slightly tapered. Nothing too slim, nothing too relaxed. Mid-rise waist. Low-rise tends to shorten the torso and reads as dated now. Colors worth owning. Khaki, stone, navy, olive, light gray. All of these pair naturally with the other pieces we're covering. Things to avoid. Skinny fit, trousers that bunch at the ankle, pockets that bulge and add width, and fabric that's too thin. If it wrinkles badly and loses shape by noon, it undermines the whole look. If the polo is the most reliable top in your summer wardrobe, chinos are the most dependable bottom. Item number 5, white or light-colored trousers. This is the one a lot of men over 45 skip, and it's worth talking about why. White trousers, cream trousers, sand, ecru, light linen. The instinct to avoid them is understandable. They feel high maintenance. They feel like a risk. But the men who wear them well know something the others don't. When light-colored trousers fit right, and they're styled with intention, they're one of the strongest moves in summer dressing. There's a visual ease that pale trousers bring to an outfit that nothing darker quite replicates. The look becomes lighter, more effortless, and genuinely more refined. It reads immediately as someone who's comfortable in his style, not trying to prove anything, just clearly knows what works. You don't need pure white to make this work. Off-white, cream, sand, and ecru are often easier to wear and just as effective. Look for fabric with enough structure to drape well and hold its shape through the day. Fit should be straight and clean, not loose, not tight. The pairing logic is straightforward. Navy, olive, light blue, and beige on top all work naturally. Keep the top relatively simple and let the trousers do the work. This is the piece most men walk past, but worn right, it's one of the clearest signals that a man's wardrobe is working at a higher level. Item number 6, loafers. Footwear is where a lot of summer outfits lose their footing, and loafers are one of the most straightforward fixes. They do something specific that other shoes don't quite manage. Easy to wear as any slip-on, but they carry a quiet authority that sneakers don't have and dress shoes don't need. More breathable than lace-ups, more refined than casual shoes. They sit in their own lane, and for men over 45, that lane works extremely well. When you pair loafers with chinos, light trousers, or dark wash jeans, the outfit reads differently, more grounded, more deliberate. Not formal, not trying to impress, just the look of a man who has his style figured out. For style, penny loafers and suede loafers are the two most versatile options. Colors to consider: dark brown, tan, chocolate, or a rich, dark suede. Look for a clean, slightly tapered toe. Nothing boxy, nothing heavy-soled. What doesn't work here? Loafers that are too shiny or too formal. They clash with the relaxed tone you're building in summer. Very thick soles, and square, heavy toe shapes that add visual weight at the bottom of the outfit. One good pair of loafers changes how a summer wardrobe comes together. It's one of those additions that's hard to fully appreciate until you try it. What's your go-to summer shoe right now? Drop it in the comments. Genuinely curious what's working for people. Item number 7, white sneakers. And this is the one I mentioned at the start, the simplest piece on the list, and the one that's easiest to get wrong. A clean pair of white sneakers, chosen well, does something that's genuinely hard to pull off in men's style over 45. It adds a touch of ease and lightness to your look, without undermining any of the refinement you've built. It keeps things from feeling too serious. It signals that you're current without chasing anything. But, and this part matters, it only works when it's the right kind. Not running shoes. Not athletic trainers with thick soles and aggressive branding. Not anything with a complicated design profile. Those choices work against you here. They pull the outfit in a different direction than the one you're building. What you're looking for is simple. White or off-white leather, low profile, clean lines, minimal branding, a slim sole. A classic leather court shoe or a clean low-top sneaker. That's the version that adds to this wardrobe instead of competing with it. Where it works naturally. Weekends, travel, casual days, any situation where a sneaker makes sense but you still want the overall look to hold together. It pairs well with the polo, the chinos, the linen shirt, and the light trousers. It moves through this wardrobe without effort. The right white sneaker keeps you current. Not younger than you are, just a sharper version of who you are right now. That's always the better goal. How these 7 pieces work together. Here's the part that makes this list more than just a collection of individual pieces. These 7 items function as a system, a small, coherent wardrobe where almost any combination holds together naturally, because the pieces were chosen to be compatible from the start. That's the core of the Italian approach, and it's the most practical framework for men over 45 who want to dress well without spending every morning thinking about it. Some combinations that work consistently. Linen shirt, chinos, loafers. Effortless, smart casual. Works for lunch, a walk, an easy dinner. No decisions required. Polo, light trousers, white sneakers. Clean, easy, and more put together than it looks like it took to assemble. Polo, chinos, unstructured blazer. Elevated without being formal. Works for dinner, casual meetings, most smart casual situations. Linen shirt, light linen trousers, loafers. Full summer linen, done right. A complete look that works harder than the effort it takes to put together. Every one of those combinations pulls from this list. Every one of them holds together. That's not luck. It's what happens when you choose pieces with intention rather than filling a closet at random. At 45 plus, a great wardrobe isn't measured by how much is in it. It's measured by how well everything works. Pieces you can reach for on any morning, in any combination, and walk out confident that the work is already done. That's the list. 7 pieces. Chosen to work together, built around the idea that dressing well at this stage of life is really about editing well. A linen shirt, a quality polo, an unstructured blazer, chinos, light trousers, loafers, and the right white sneakers. That's a summer wardrobe that covers most situations, combines easily, and keeps you looking like yourself. Just a more intentional version. If this kind of content connects with you, practical, honest, built specifically for men over 45, subscribing to the channel is the best way to keep it coming. New videos go up regularly on how to build a wardrobe that actually serves you, how to dress well for where you are in life, and how to put looks together that fit your real world. And if there's a topic you want covered, or something from this video you want to dig into further, leave it in the comments. That's genuinely how the next videos get made. See you there.